Hello, welcome to this very special episode of the Colourful Vlog. This is Vlogmas Day 23, or actually this is a lot from September, October, November, December. A very warm welcome to all the new viewers that are checking me out now. Thank you for being here. I hope you like it here and subscribe down below. And also in German, herzlichen Dank, dass ihr von dem Blog von Janine, jetzt kocht sie auch noch, hierüber schaut. Und ja, ich hoffe, es gefällt euch und ihr versteht es auch auf Englisch. So, right, let's dive into the whole, what is this vlog about? I am showing you here what work goes into the making of an advent calendar. It is a lot of work, I can tell you. I started way back in March with the planning, and then there's the execution over the whole summer, the dyeing of yarn, the making of the extras, ordering the extras, discovering things didn't go quite well and having to do it all again on some things. And yeah, it's just a lot, but it's also a lot of fun, so I thought I would share the whole behind the scenes way with you. We're gonna start, and I wrote it down in my golden booklet of 2020. What I all did. There's a lot of small clips. There will be a lot with music. There are some where I explain things already, and I will keep popping in between in today's Carolien. And you can recognize me with my polar bear dress, of course. I thought I'd dress up for Christmas already. So yeah. First, we're going to start with the whole yarn, prepping the yarn, so getting it ready to dye. I get the yarn in little skeins that are twisted up, and they have to be untwisted. The knots and the ties have to be opened a bit so the dye can go in also everywhere instead of only in certain places where it's not tied together. You know, the tie-dye technique. That's not what we want. I put it on some rings so I can easily grab them in hot dye pots. I can hang them to dry with them, and it's just super handy stuff. I also scrub a lot of dye pots. It's a big part of dyeing, cleaning up. You can see me do that as well. And the dyeing, and then they get washed, they get hung to dry, and they get all twisted back into pretty little mini skeins. And then there's the labeling. Also has to be done. Put a tiny little label around it with the colorway name, etc. So that's the whole yarn bit. You're gonna see that now. So today is the 25th of September and I'm already working on Vlogmas, which is a bit weird, but well, future me will explain it all. Today I am dyeing almost the last one. I still have a few colorways to go, but I'm nearing the end of dyeing for the advent calendar. I'm wearing scruffy dye clothes. My hair's a mess and I'm super tired. Usually at the end there's a little sprint that I still have to take to get it all ready and out to door in time. So for now we're dyeing a colorway. It's a new one. It's gonna be a one-of-a-kind one probably. Not sure if I can recreate it. I have already got the yarn soaking. Here. That's a bit wet here because it's all a bit tight with all the advent calendar dyeing, but hey. So I put the yarn to soak. I have already made a clip this morning where you see me doing the other end of the whole dyeing. This is just the fun part of dyeing. So yeah, let's dive in and just dye. There are also a few colorways I cannot dye in mini skein because it's just not possible with the way I dye them. What we do for that is that we dye full skeins and then break them up ourselves into mini skeins. Yeah, no fun, lots of work, has to be done. Sometimes a skein is not behaving. As you can see in the next clips, we had a massive tangle in a skein of koi pond, and oh my goodness, my husband is very patient and very good at untangling knots, so he did the whole thing of untangling it, making it in a good cake, and then we got to wind the minis. That's a teamwork thing. My husband does the whole winding, I do the tying off and then twisting the little mini skein and labeling it. So that's what you see next. And besides yarn, there's also handmade glass beads in the advent calendar. Because, you know me, I'm not just a yarn dyer, I'm also a lamp worker, also known as glass bead maker. And there is just no way the Colourful Advent calendar goes out without at least one, and in this case, 2 glass beads. So 42 times the same bead is pretty boring. I can admit that. I did it twice, so I made 84 beads for this advent calendar. Why put the bar here when you could put it all the way up there and make it super hard to reach that? Yeah, I know, it's me. When I have an idea, I just have to execute it as well. The whole concept of bead making is the same as dyeing. You have a little bit of fun and then the rest is all meh. Well, it's not all meh, but I mean, scrubbing pots and pans or cleaning up beads is not my favorite part. I'm pretty sure you like to cook and you don't like to do the dishes as well. Same here. I am showing you here now how I made the beads. I made the Christmas trees and I made small holly berry beads. And then there's also showing you how they get cleaned. So at first the mandrel, which is the metal stick I make it on, has to come off. It is all covered in a clay layer. We call it bead release because when you put hot glass on hot metal, they just stick together and they become the best friends. But that's not what I want. I want my bead to come off and actually have a hole. So once that's off, I still have to clean the hole. and get all the clay out. That is something I do with a little drill, and I just go in underwater because otherwise there's too much tension on the glass and it can break. So yeah, then they are clean, and that's when I come in with the whole fiddly part to make them into stitch markers and put them on the card. Yeah, it's a lot of steps, and they will be shown here now. Now we have all our components, and it is time to start packing the whole thing. I know I recorded quite some bits where I also talk, so this will be a bit less time-lapse and a bit more me from the past, telling you how it looks in my living room, because that is where we pack the advent calendars. The term exploded advent calendar living room comes from that. I was living in boxes, literally. Boxes everywhere in my living room. That is the least fun part, and it lasted about 3 or 4 weeks until we were finally finished with all the advent calendar packing and got all the batches that we separated out the door. If you think, oh, that's so much fun to make advent calendars, guess again. This is the current status of my living room. Yarn, stuff, candy, working husband, cat helper.
Helper?
Everywhere.
This is a helper?
Yes, that's a cat helper. I have a cat helper too. See? Here's the cat helper.
Here's the ring.
So, yeah. Big explosion. But we managed to weigh it all, and we now know how much it is. We can
Too heavy.
pick a box. It's gonna be the sturdy one for extra secure shipping to the US and other further away shipping. So hopefully that will make that everything gets there in one piece. Not one piece of puss, no. This one will not be shipped. This one is a stay at home. Right, we continue in an exploded advent calendar room. Yarn, packing paper, candies. Oh, pretty. Extra stuff. Yarn. Hardworking husband. Annoying cats. Easy reachable candies. All the extras. Numbers, packaging. Hardworking husband, like I said. Yarn that's necked. What did you say?
Packaging elf.
Yes. Packaging elf. Great. We'll keep that. Tea. Hydration. Very important. And this is all the stuff for the first 6 ones. It's gonna be a mess. We are highly inefficient this time. And yeah. We know it.
Oh god, nopes. Abort.
What's wrong?
Projectas.
Big gift. Yeah. The project bags are big. Really big. And we have to wrap them with wrapping paper instead of putting them in those little Christmas baggies. The baggies are way too small, as you can see. And I couldn't find a nice big one. So, we'll be hand packing those. Oh well. It will be nice in the end. For now, it's just advent calendar hell. So, we've packed up almost all of the 8 advent calendars we wanted to do. It's not the most efficient way to put it in the bags all mixed, but we don't have the boxes yet. So, we'll sort it out. That's just 6, by the way. 2 still have to be done because it's 10 and 20 grams. And this is the whole mess on the table that I have to clean up. I have to be careful. Turn around the right way. Yeah, there's nothing there. This is the table. Robert is fetching us dinner. So I have to be quick and clean that up. It was a lot of work, as you saw probably. Now you might also understand why these advent calendars are so freaking expensive. And that's definitely, you're getting way more than you're paying for. It's ridiculous. At least it is for my advent calendar, because I always put in more and more and more, and then someone tells me, Carolien, we have enough. Usually it's my husband when he sees all the boxes piled up of what we have to pack. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little behind the scenes, and if you like it here, please give me a thumbs up, and maybe leave in the comments if you enjoyed your advent calendar. If you had one, what did you get? What did you have in your advent calendar? Maybe you didn't get one and you want to get one for our next year. Maybe this was the little push for getting a little treat for yourself for the next advent period. I guess all that's left to say now is a thank you very, very much to Janine from jetztkochzelf.com for hosting this little blog of me on her advent calendar blog. I think it's an amazing concept. She has all kinds of different people writing a blog for the whole advent period, and definitely go see her blog and check out all the other people. It's in German, but I hope if you're English or a different language, you can Google Translate it. I've seen some very interesting blog posts, some about mental health, which is very important, but also patterns and very, very amazing things to make cards. It's just great. Go check it out, definitely. And if you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. And I guess with that, I'm gonna say Merry Christmas to everyone. I hope you get to enjoy it. I know it's gonna be different this year, but enjoy it as much as we can. And yeah, I hope to see you again, at least tomorrow, because tomorrow the 24th we still have a vlog for Vlogmas, and otherwise in the new year with my regular podcasts. So see you soon. Bye bye.